Thank you for all the dignitaries, media, for joining us on this wonderful occasion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite all the dignitaries to join us on the stage. At first, we heartily welcome Ms. Annette Basler, Deputy Consulate General of the Federal Republic of Germany, Bangalore, to please join us on stage. Give a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Then we would like to welcome Mr. Mark Klein, Chief Digital Officer and member of the Board of Management, Ergo Group. I request to please join us on stage. Next, we would like to welcome Mr. Parthanil Ghosh, Executive Director at HDFC Ergo, to the stage. Big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Next, we would like to welcome Mr. John Kotail, Executive Director, State of Bavaria, India Office, Invest in Bavaria, to please join us on stage. Give a big round of applause for Mr. John, ladies and gentlemen. And next, we would like to welcome Ms. Geeta Sham, Director and President of Europe, Camcom, to please join us on stage. We thank all the dignitaries to join us on stage.
Print with MG Motor and Mahindra First Choice. Internationally, we marked a milestone with Fair First Insurance in Sri Lanka and set up our first computer vision lab in Bengaluru. In Saudi Arabia, our tech helped the country become the first in the world to meet the UN's SDG 11 standards for sustainable cities. The impact reached home. Camcom was invited by the Prime Minister of India to collaborate on the national AI policy. Today, we serve partners around the world, from Motorway in the UK, Flot Eins in Germany, to Zurich and Una Insurance in Southeast Asia. We are also proud to be the first partner in the Ergo Scale Hub program. Our journey continues with Volvo Trucks India and Cycom in Mauritius joining our network. This journey has been shaped by our team, our partners, and a shared commitment to innovation. At Camcom, we are still doing what we set out to do, eyeing the future and building it every day.
Apologies, my voice is a bit hoarse. For those of you who are coming from outside Bangalore, I'm sure you will understand when you get back home that we do have a lot of dust and pollen in the air. So, my apologies on behalf of Nammu Uru for that, but at the same time, Swagata, welcome to our Uru. Your Excellency, John, Mark, Parthanil, the team from Ergo and the team from HDFC Ergo, all of you, my friends from the press, my team at the back, most importantly, my two co-founders and Geeta. A lot of times I keep getting asked, why do you start up, or why does anybody start up? And the typical answer to that is passion. Now, passion without patience, passion without persistence, passion without perseverance leads nowhere. It remains passion. At Camcom, we have been lucky in the sense that this wonderful team that I have the privilege of leading essentially embodies the other threes with the fourth P, which is passion. I stand here today to not just talk about Camcom and the Ergo relationship. I also want to thank Your Excellency for the amazing efforts that you have put in to foster relations between our two countries. It is not just about cultural exchanges, it's not just about political exchanges. The most important bedrock is economic cooperation. And there you have played a stellar role, Your Excellency, and I thank you for that. John, without you, honestly, I don't think many companies out of Bangalore would have actually reached the shores of Germany. So much like us, who has been very, very lucky to get your support, your cooperation in ensuring that we are able to transcend the shores of India. Thank you, John, for that. Right. Mark, I know that you have been working with Geeta for the longest time, and as I said, she embodies the other three Ps besides the fourth P. And I've seen many a time your wonderful team and her on calls where if you don't know, a lot of times when you actually switch to German, she actually has a translation engine running. So she is keeping a track of what you're saying in German as well, right? I welcome one and each and every one of you. You know, it would be remiss if I did not mention Parthanil. You know, as he walked in, he was telling me about the first visit of Parthanil to our office. At that time, we were actually sitting out of a garage. So Parthanil, had it not been for your encouragement, your support, your cooperation, and most importantly, the conviction that you had with regards to our ability to deliver, and the sheer indulgence and patience that you have shown in ensuring that your team gave us a long rope, not to hang ourselves, but to make sure that we climbed out of the issues that we were getting into. Thank you. I really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. The wonderful friends from the press, I know it's been a long day. I know there are multiple press conferences happening, not just in this hotel, but also across the street. I thank each and every one of you for being here and making sure that you join as a part of the commemoration of the strategic partnership and our 6th anniversary engagement with HDFC Ergo.
When it comes to visual identification of surfaces and whether they are scratched or whether they are based on that. Because for that, we as Ergo would have been too small to having so many pictures to train the AI, and here we work together. And we really enjoy the technological expertise of Camcom helping us to advance. We basically identified jointly Camcom together with our colleagues from HDFC Ergo. I think it was 2 years ago where we had our digital check-ins, and Parthanil said, it's really an excellent startup. We already have done 200,000 checks of the car. Have a look, Mark, whether we cannot use it for the group. And this is what we did. And we went live now in 3 additional markets in the Ergo footprint: Estonia, Lithuania, and Latvia. And we do that there for our motor business and for our property business. And we are evaluating additional markets to drive the implementation of the Camcom solution. And I think that is a very, very excellent collaboration, and we are looking for more.
Your Excellency, John, Mark, Parthanil sir, my dear Ergo team, my dear HDFC team, the dear press, and the Camcom team. It is such a pleasure to be sharing this afternoon with you all. But before I do that, let's get to the crux. Nanna hardika namaskara and dhanyavadagalu to the press and all the people who are here. So I will speak a couple of words in my native language, which is Kannada. So bear with me, and I will move on to English very soon. Kannada nadu, gandhada nadu, alva? Ade tane helodu navellaru. In this beautiful city, ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಹೆಸರುಗಳು ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇವೆ ನಾವು. IT ಸಿಟಿ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಪ್ ಸಿಟಿ, AC ಸಿಟಿ, ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಸಿಟಿ. ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹೆಸರುಗಳು ಇದ್ರೂ ಈ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿರೋರಿಗೂ ಹೊರನಾಡೋರ್ಗೂ ಇದು ಒಂದು ಮನೆ. This is a house for everybody, which welcomes everybody with open arms. And in this city, ಇದೇ ಸಿಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕನಸು ಯಾರ್ದು ಅಂತೀರಾ? 2017 ಅಜಿತ್ ನಾಯರ್ದು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಉಮೇಶ್ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು. ಅಜಿತ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಕೇರಳ, ಉಮೇಶ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ತೆಲುಗು. ಸೊ ನೈಸ್ ಐಡಿಯಾಸ್. ಈ ಕನಸು ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ, ಏನಾದರೂ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ, ಯಾಕಂದರೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರಾಫಿಕ್ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ, ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜಸ್ ಆಗೇ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜಸ್, ಡಿಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ನ ಅಂತ. ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ? ಒಂದು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಬೇಕು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಷೀನಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಹೇಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಬೇಕು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಂಪ್ನಿ ಹೆಸರು ಏನಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಏನಿದೆ, ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ದು ಕಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ರಾದು ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಇದೆ, ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ಕಾಮ್ ಅಂತ ಹೆಸರು. ತುಂಬ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ಲಾಗಿದೆ ಹೆಸರು. ಕಷ್ಟನೇ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಕಷ್ಟ ಬಂದಿದ್ದು ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ದ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜಸ್. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇರ್ we had people like HDFC Ergo who engaged with us, Bajaj who engaged with us to work on the damages, to identify it. ಈ ಪುಟ್ಟು ಕೆಲಸ, ಪುಟ್ಟದಾಯ್ದು ಒಂದು ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕನಸನ್ನು ಮುಂದೆ ಬೆಳೀತಾ ಮಹೇಶ್ ಅವರು ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆದರು. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲಿಂದ? ತಮಿಳ್ನಾಡಿಂದ. ಇವಾಗ ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಹಿಂದೆ ಇರಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗುತ್ತಾ ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟೆ ಅವ್ರನ್ನೇ. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಹುಡುಗಿನೂ ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ವಾ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಂತಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So together we have built a very beautiful platform where we can identify damages as well as defects. And the most important thing, this 8-year-old dream ಈಗ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಹೆಜ್ಜೆ ಇಡ್ತಾ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದೆ ವಿತ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಟಜಿಕ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ ವಿತ್ ಅರ್ಗೋ ವೇರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟ್ರಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಸ್. ಅವ್ರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಲೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವಿವಾಗ ಗ್ಲೋಬಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪುಟ್ಟ ಕನಸನ್ನ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಕನಸು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ಇಂಥ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ನಾವು ಮೂವಿಂಗ್ ಆನ್ ಟು ದ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್. Moving on to the English part, it's my utmost pleasure to be here amongst with you all on this occasion of this strategic partnership. What we see today is a culmination of 2 years of hard work, and in many ways it is just a beginning. And I would like to thank Mark, Besem, Satish, Hanbin, Sabine of late for all the trust which you have put in us, for all the guidance, and the most important thing, you gave us access to the Scale Hub, by thereby providing us with your valuable time, your advices, your suggestion about the business challenges, so that we can build technology which will be aligned to the ground level to take care of all the real-time challenges of your business in your region. We hereby at Camcom are committed to this partnership, and we will continue to invest in this largest, greatest field of AI of the insurance. Thereby, the Ergo AG will be able to harness the power of AI completely. Our partnership is completely built on transparency, trust, technology, innovation, and ethics. So AI ethics is very important, and we believe in it, and we shall strive to make sure we build platforms which are on AI but ethically aligned as we progress into the next few years.
And I've been reminded number of times, this is a very emotional moment for us in HDFC Ergo and personally for me. A particular message on the LinkedIn sent by Ajit, and I think it was shown here, and Mahesh also, if I'm not wrong, on a technology which was new at that point of time. As an organization, we were working at that point of time on AI and how to manage our underwriting and claims with AI, and we found this particular startup and their entire obsession about accuracy to be very compelling. Because at HDFC Ergo, our existence, our purpose of existence is towards the customers who are our existing customers and our prospective customers. It is very clear that whatever we have to do to ease their experience, whether buying a policy or taking our claims, we will go an extra mile to achieve it. That particular objective, in doing that particular objective, this particular relationship with Camcom, we found it to be extremely useful. And when we got that success, and this is that kind of a partnership where it is made in India, a very shining example of made in India Camcom, and exported to Europe, which is a far more matured market in the insurance space. So thank you very much. Ajit was mentioning about 4 Ps, perseverance, persistence, and all the Ps, and passion. But I think it is a very shining example, and the kind of a partnership that we have developed is fantastic. On the side of HDFC Ergo, I would like to say that we are a leading general insurance player in India. As I mentioned, that our entire objective of having this business in India is to provide that kind of security to a larger masses who doesn't have an insurance protection, whether in terms of health or a home or a cyber or motor. And towards that, whatever we have achieved under the 2 shareholders, HDFC Bank, India's largest private sector bank, one of the most valuable bank globally, and Ergo, a part of Munich Re, the world's largest reinsurer, is this obsession about customers, and also to seek ways how to find out through this startup world, the digital world, the solutions which will go to further that cause. So at HDFC Ergo, our policy issuance is almost 99% digital. The claims intimation for motor and health both are around 90% digitally. That means it can be accessed. We are present in 646 districts in the country out of 700 and odd. Huge scale, reaching out to the last mile and providing the support to the customers where they want. And whenever we talk about our cashless claims within 30 minutes or an approval of motor where Camcom is also involved within 2 hours, all of these things cannot be possible without having a proper digital ecosystem that we have created with the startups. Camcom is a shining example, and through this to the press, I would invite other startups, other budding startups, to have that passion, perseverance, persistence. To develop this, it is possible to make excellent startup and solutions in India, and there are enough ecosystem from the government, from various country support, like Germany, to export it to the larger world, which definitely helps our digital ecosystem, the startup ecosystem in India, and that will be a great thing for our economy. Thank you very much, and all the best to Camcom and this partnership between Camcom and Ergo.
Mark, John, Parthnil, team Besim, and been everybody who has come, if not less than 5,000 miles almost, to be with us here this afternoon. I think Mark has spoken very well about how our association started. Parthnil talked about the depth of our relationship and the trust that has been built over several years. Geeta highlighted a lot about how much effort has gone behind building this relationship. On my part, I can tell you that I have enjoyed doing one thing, and that is building technology. And that's been my core. I really thank my team sitting behind who have kind of taken all kind of nonsense I bring every morning saying that, shall we do this, shall we do that? We're the first no to eventually actually building out and delivering to our customers. And some of the stuff that I brought to this team was purely something on a normal day with a sane mind nobody would attempt. Okay, so thank you. Thanks Debashi, thanks Jason, Sandesh, everybody from the technology team to have that trust in me and building out what we built. The journey has been very interesting. When we started, nobody was investing in the vision technology, right? I mean, people are a lot more doing on AI, which is mainly to do with the tech side and the chatbots and stuff like that. We were kind of pioneers. I wouldn't say we were the first. There were many companies in the West who started doing this along with us. But it helped us do things because one thing, we were dealing with something abstract. Image is an abstract representation of data. It just doesn't mean anything unless you understand bit by bit of that image, right? So that was a challenge that helped us really take this up. We built a lot of models. We figured out how to make them work together. We syndicated them. We created this whole thing, with the help of HDFC and other, partners, business partners of ours. And what we have today is a very, very robust technology. And I'm proud to say that there are a few technology companies in the West, specifically in the US, who are ahead of us, are now with us, talking to us, saying that, can we use your technology? It'll be a little premature to announce that today, but hopefully one of these days you will see some of those announcements also. So we're proud, as a team to kind of build out this technology. Now, we're not stopping here. What is important is to continue to innovate. From our vision perspective, we want to build our own foundational models. And that's our goal. We are not very far. The team is working hard to build these foundational models out. The moment we build these foundation models out, we will be actually scaling our efficiencies in a way that has not been seen so far. I think Basim, I probably showed you a couple of glimpses about what we're trying to do, but come next 6 months or 7 months, I think, Geeta, you should be able to take this to Mark and show him the kind of things that we're trying to build here. These are contemporary technologies, and this will make all of us proud. And more importantly, Mark, for your goals of digitalization, this will actually be very helpful.
Cold LinkedIn message goes out to Parthanil. He doesn't usually respond to LinkedIn. Lucky for us, he did. November is when I walked into the HDFC offices, and the first time I met the team out there. They say you cannot dance with giants, but this giant was very nimble and very willing to dance with a startup like us. This dance has taken us global, Parthanil, so thank you very much. We are now winning global dance pageants because of this partnership. We've gone through our ups and downs with HDFC Ergo, right? I've had calls coming in from Parthanil late at night saying, this doesn't work, right? And I think the biggest thing that I'm proud of for Camcom and the team is the speed at which we responded, the speed at which we turned things around, and the willingness to work with HDFC Ergo in ensuring that their customer needs are met at the highest levels of accuracy possible globally today. Makes me very proud to stand here and say we, as Camcom, have the highest accuracy in damage detection globally, right? We are also expanding into other areas, as all the speakers before me have said. So we're looking to engage with all of you on multiple other fronts and take this digitalization process and ensure a very smooth experience for our end customers, because at the end of the day, it is not for us, it's not for you as corporates, but it's for the end consumers and how easy the insurance process journey needs to be. How the ease of buying insurance, the ease of getting a claim settled. Can we do it in 5 minutes? Why 5? I say, can we do it in a minute? Yes, we can. We will get there. Thank you so much.
A policy is rolled out. Otherwise, it can lead to many other conflicting situations. And because the AI Camcom platform, the damages are assessed practically real time, it is going to be of a huge value to the Ergo team, thereby making sure there is complete transparency to their clients, as well as a lot of digitization, which gives a wow feeling. Last but not the least is, it makes things very easy for them, and something which would have taken much more longer time can now be done in a matter of few minutes. Having said that, I will allow Mark to add his thoughts as well.
Yes, maybe for us as Ergo, when we have to insure a vehicle, we have to do a pre-inspection when the car is older than 2 years. And this means we have to talk to the customer. He has to get an appointment with an expert who's basically driving out, who's looking at the car. It's a lot of time consuming for him, and it's really annoying. And it costs a lot of money. So again, coming back how digitalization, specifically Camcom, is helping us, making a much, much better customer experience. The consumer is basically calling us saying, I want to insure my car. We send him a link on his smartphone. He can take the photos himself, and he gets a clearance to be insured. It is rather a matter of minutes than it is a matter of days. And you can imagine our customers don't want to wait. The same holds true in the motor when it comes to claim, and the same holds true for property. When we do a property, we also have to do assessments, we have to take photos, we have to store them, and there the technology of Camcom is helping us to be faster, more customer-centric, and more efficient, and that holds true basically for all our insurance markets. But we also have a long-lasting installation in India, which has done now, I think, 500,000 pre-installation checks already. So it's really a used solution.
Add here that this solution, the entire pre-inspection of motor before someone takes an insurance, it gives the power in the hand of the customers. So they can inspect in a minute, and the decision also comes in a minute. So the power goes back in the hand of the customer and not with the insurance company or anyone else.